I want to bring up a quick nitpick regarding the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. This tiny detail didn't bother many people, but I was very taken aback with this creative decision. During the scene where Deadpool and Wolverine meet Elektra, Blade, Gambit, and X-23, there's a brief moment where the two X-Men characters have an interaction with each other. Only this interaction wasn't what I expected. Take a look.
Would they, we never had a Wolverine up in here. But I can tell you now, it's just a common courtesy to ask before you drink up all of my liquor.
Well, it's a good thing I don't give a fuck.
After Wolverine says his line, Gambit throws his card to destroy the liquor Wolverine was drinking. Pretty odd considering Gambit just wasted his own alcohol, but okay. Then Wolverine picks up another bottle and the scene carries on with no other interaction between the two X-Men. I found it bizarre how Wolverine acted. He didn't recognize Gambit, considering this version of Wolverine was all about grieving over the death of his fallen X-Men. Now you can argue, but Wayne, they're from separate universes. Yeah, but it's an easy throwaway argument to make and probably what the filmmakers want you to think. However, the jarring nitpick for me is Gambit and Wolverine not recognizing each other when they're wearing their 90s X-Men costumes. You know, the 90s era of X-Men where both of these characters existed in the same universe as part of the same team. I get the point the filmmakers were trying to be meta in the sense that Channing Tatum's Gambit movie never got made, therefore he doesn't exist in any particular Marvel universe. But why give Channing Tatum's version of Gambit the 90s X-Men outfit? Especially when he's going to be interacting with a Wolverine who is also wearing his 90s X-Men outfit. With all the meta jokes and references in this Deadpool movie, you would think the filmmakers would at least be aware of this detail and give Channing Tatum his own Gambit outfit, especially since neither Gambit nor Wolverine is going to recognize each other's character history and barely have an interaction. The actual Gambit and Wolverine interaction is written in such a way where the character's dialogue doesn't have a big impact on the movie itself. So why not just change the color scheme on Gambit's outfit, or use a different one from an alternative source material? As a fan of both the comic books and cartoons, I can't help but feel disappointed that there wasn't more out of Gambit interacting with Wolverine, since both characters are wearing the same X-Men era costumes. All we get is Gambit mentioning they've never had a Wolverine in here before, which could lead to mindless fan speculation that this version of Gambit has encountered a Wolverine in the past. But nothing is expanded upon, and Logan just carries on drinking. Sure, the scene shows the two X-Men not caring for each other, but there is a history between the two characters given that they're on the same team. It's like having two Mighty Morphin Power Rangers wearing their respective outfits, only to act like complete strangers. Or two Star Trek characters like Worf and Riker barely acknowledging each other's presence even though they're a part of the same Enterprise crew. It sure comes off like a lazy Easter egg for Channing Tatum to wear the 90s Gambit outfit and not make mention of his history with the X-Men. Even Deadpool doesn't make a reference to the 90s X-Men when Gambit talks to Wolverine. And this is supposed to be the same Deadpool who made a flurry of comic book references when he first encounters Juggernaut in Deadpool 2.
Juggernaut! I'm a huge fan! Uncanny X-Men, Unlimited 3, Thor 411, X-Men Unlimited 12.
If we're trying to be meta here, it would make more sense for the movie to at least acknowledge the fact that Gambit and Wolverine have been in their own version of X-Men and interacted with variants of each other. Could have been a nice homage to their character history while also playing off of Wolverine's dark past involving his version of the X-Men. Which brings up another issue. The movie doesn't clearly establish who all was a part of this Wolverine's X-Men. Logan mentions Storm, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, and Professor X when he talks to X-23, but no other members are mentioned. It doesn't help that we don't get a glimpse of what Wolverine's X-Men look like. You could have paid homage to the Wolverine frame picture meme by having this Wolverine carry an unframed team photo of his X-Men. Would have been nice to get a front page newspaper image of the tragic X-Men event that this version of Wolverine describes in the movie. Unfortunately, the movie only spends a couple of minutes in this Wolverine's world. As an audience member with previous knowledge of cartoons and comics, I'm forced to draw my own conclusion that if this Wolverine is wearing his blue and yellow outfit, then his X-Men must look like the 90s era X-Men. So of course I'm going to take issue with the tiny detail of Gambit wearing his 90s era outfit and barely having any interaction with this version of Wolverine. And one more thing.
Just look at on my scrimp here. My scrimp is the best scrimp inside of Louisiana. Now down the Earl got up in that scrimp. And it ain't worth the slime and new paper it's sold on. Just look at all that Earl on my scrimp.
That's all I have to say. Have a good day.
We all down counting out there building our share machine.